Albury rests on the banks of the mighty Millawabilla, or the Murray River. This gathering place, this crossing place, this mixed mob place is the homelands of the Wiradjuri people, always was, always will.
Welcome to the Wiradjuri country.
Here on day one of our 5-day festival of storytelling.
Free home loan, free prescriptions, free premature death sentence, free benevolent hand.
To the bookworms, looking for new forms, casting new spellings, twisting and turning syllables on our tongues, scrawling verse on napkins and walls, all right and so wrong. Please welcome our first slammer for the evening, the gentlest self-esteem. I was a judge. It's Chris.
I am here. Just me. Thank you. To sing your ugly song, for it has the prettiest notes, loud and clear.
Fala. Cara. Niani Yinjimali, Baltabal Manuko, Balabangu, Balabangu. Niani Yinjimali, Kulinabangu, Babingu, Boykabangu. Good work, everybody. How much longer? It's a long way.
I've always been a reader. I honestly can't remember not reading. Again, my mum and the expectation of my dad. My dad demanded that I engage in this world.
Is it possible for language to transform society? Or is it the other way around? That language has the capacity to change our place of being. And this exhibition, Neil Harry Esperanto, is a project that I've been working on for the last 3 years actually. Something that we're very proud of, and the largest project that we've done by a single artist.
You can leave that as is, or you can draw his eyelid.
The goal in all of my books is to have something in that character that anyone can relate to, but specifically just to give like a little extra boost to the Asian Australian kids.
My mum was a massive role model for me, especially when I was a lot younger. Like my autism was more difficult to manage. She had to deal with that all by herself. But the fact that she kept going to give me the best life possible, she's my hero.
They just didn't think the labels were all that important.
And I'm no tree hugger.
It's poorly organised, information everywhere, but then later I will take that and sort of move it into a different programs that are called Scrivener.
I'm building a new world at the moment.
She howls in pain. What are you two doing?
I was rubbing my backside against some of the fencing, like scenting it and marking my territory.
And then you two wrestle.
It starts with a bear in a feral rage, going for your throat. Just trying to stay away from its claws and its teeth as it continually goes for your throat.
Yes. I decided to suplex the bear.
I'm Gav. I usually do this for boring corporate conversations and presentations.
Alright, so they're going to draw one fluffy ear on this side, and it's just floating. We're going to do the same thing on the other side, pretty much. There we go.
Sometimes I feel like there is a rabbit inside me hopping, just trying, searching for the next little bit of grass.
Fart's so big.
Come on, big fat pig.
Can fart so big like a big fat pig?
Reasons for living and crying and smiling and laughter.
We've never met before. That's my wedding ring. Thank you very much. That's amazing.
Now here's all the checks.
So welcome everyone. This is a very special year for the River of Stories.
From 150k radius, 54 schools.
A terrible time choosing venue.
When's your book coming in?
3, 2, 1.
Thank you to all of you for coming here. It's such a beautiful space and it's such a pleasure to be here with all.
Now we have 3 incredible writers. I did look through all my bookcases.
And then from that point went back and put in new smoking guns.
She gets an opportunity to compare herself.
And we'll go down the pub with our computers and our notebooks and we'll take it out once an hour. Well, let's be honest, we're writers once every half an hour. Do you need another beer?
Love it. Let's wander a little bit further and we'll have a look at St Matthew's. That we need to retain historic buildings like this. We can wander through the part of the veranda that faces onto the corner. That's Henry Park. That is the third AMP building on that site. Critical part of the cultural life of Melbourne. This office was handling 23,000 telegrams a year. Most young people don't know what a telegram is. It was the way of communicating.
Officially a local author because it does grab you. Reviewers can't help themselves. They want to say it's a river. So
here is Ruth Davies with her yarn bag.
You think you're rich, brother? You're rich. This right here, this is rich.
Attempting a disguise of well-dressed, respectable and normal.
Congratulations. I knew that if people found out that Miss Wagga was facing some sort of a migration battle, the whole year would just be filled with this migration battle and it would completely overshadow all the good work that the community actually does.
Let's go to some questions. You need to go back to that zine. It's really useful to not think about the market or a publisher or that your mum's going to read the book or whatever it might be, right?
Flattened button nose against misty window. Trace raindrop snail trail lines down the glass with her fingers, little girl. You see so much clearer than I ever could.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you. No worries.
What is it when you will know? Here I go again, I see your crystal visions. I keep my visions to myself. Here comes the sun, you can come on out now. Yeah, it's alright. Here comes the sun, you can come on out now. And I say it's alright.
Mount Isa, April 1970. And it's not like my parents were that strict.
That's not a real smile, she says. That just means he's got wind.
I am touching myself the way Madonna does when she is pretending to be a virgin. There is a weird look on my dad's face when he says to me, "Do you know what that means?" Yes. We wanna sing this song for you.
So cut enough so that you've got, see if you can allow enough fabric. Oh, fabulous.
I think I've got enough.
At one point he said, "Kate, I mean, can you just give him a little bit more behind him?" And I was like, he just doesn't have it.
Slow light came up the highway, slow light again, pitch black. He turned around and it was him. And he wound down his window and he said, "I was only joking, get in." And we got in.
And particularly, I'm not as interested in bad men doing bad things to women. What I am really interested in, though, is how systems create the circumstances for some people to be oppressed and for other people to have all the advantages. It's about policies and systems and structures that let people be heard that makes the change, and that has been the case throughout history.
Throughout history,
Yeah.
yeah. And it comes across. Who's read the Dictionary of Lost Words? That's very impressive.
Thank you.
And
all of you.
who has read The Bookbinder of Jericho? That's
Wow.
very impressive as well. Okay.
Why do we have so many books, I like to ask? To expand your world, she would say. When she died, my world shrank.
If you listen well enough on country, it will tell you stories.
You are doing what is innately human, what is the most profoundly yourself thing you can do, which is put the thing on paper, make your mark.
We tell stories. We do not wrap them around our fingers, controlled and ordered. We are wrapped and rolled by them. Let the world light us up. Take a drag. I promise you, you will not get addicted to story, but I promise you it will be worth it in the end. Let us give ourselves to this place, to these words, to these stories. We tell stories that come out in our lives, whether we are willing or not. They pry us open our mouths, for we tell stories. Stories that are covered in the bed sheets, scribbled in journals, left in the secret places. I ask the clouds.